Battle Club Pro Wrestling fans. I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. Women Crush Wednesday 6 was my first Battle Club show since pre-pandemic. To prove it, the last Battle Club show I went to before Women Crush Wednesday 6 was Bash in the Bronx on July 21st, 2018. So yeah, 8 whole years of not seeing Battle Club live for me, but that has changed now. Now, I will say, on the way over, I was thinking about going to eat, but the problem was it was already past 6 o'clock, and I don't know how many people were going to come to the show. And also, I came in the building, and they had a security guard, unless that lady's a police officer, and she was sitting at a desk. People had to write out their names, show ID, write out their names of those coming into the building. And there was like a family, I don't know how many of them were ahead of me that came to the show, but I did not see what direction they went into, because after I, showed ID and signed that sheet, I actually went down a hallway trying to find out, hey, where's the show happening? Thinking, where's the show happening? But then I didn't find it. But then all of a sudden, but the good news is I wound up finding a bathroom because I really had to use it. And then I realized, wait a minute, maybe that family went downstairs. And I went down a staircase, and it turned out the gym where the ring was set up was the ring was set up. They had that's where the show was happening. And upon the lady at working the door, I mentioned my name that was on the list, and I think everybody who bought front, because I was in front row, they got this nice poster, a little flyer of everybody on the show, and with the matches listed. All right, so among luminaries in attendance, I saw Monster Mac, Rex Lawless, Jorge Santi. I believe he's the current Battle Club Pro. I forgot the name of the heavyweight title. They have a name for it. Again, Monster Mac, Rex Lawless, Jorge Santi, and I believe, Big Cuzzo. They were. I noticed them amongst those in the crowd. Then we kick off the show, which was all female staff. We had female ring announcer Katrina Storm. We had female commentators. We had a female photographer, female videographer, and we had a female ring attendant. Okay. The action gets underway as we kick off a singles match, as we see Mel Ortiz taking on Aria Rose, accompanied the ring by Brian Baum and Jeremiah Dynamite. A good opening matchup with this one. Aria Rose picked up the victory with Mel Ortiz. She won by submission with the Rings of Saturn. And the thing is, I don't know if the female referees were inexperienced or not, but the female referee of the first matchup, was asking Ortiz if she wanted to submit, and Ortiz is been tapping numerous times, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, did you not see her tapping? Aria Rose defeats Mel Ortiz by submission at 6 minutes 1 second. And by the way, for those wondering, there's this nut job in the crowd, who you probably have noticed in numerous shows. He was all over the place. Seems to take wrestling too seriously. He yells to Aria Rose that she had more rolls than a bakery. Come on. Don't have to body shame the ladies here, or anyone for that matter. I mean, just looking at Aria Rose, I can say she doesn't weigh as much as my late mother did. Okay, next matchup was the four-way elimination match for the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship, as Nahir Robles, versus Amira Sahar versus Tiffany Grady versus Tina San Antonio. The fans ate Grady up. You know, they were chanting, New Jersey sucks. Sucks. At one point, Grady's on the floor right in front of me, and she untied one of my sneakers. Robles got eliminated first. I believe Sahar eliminated second. Tina San Antonio ended up defeating Tiffany Grady, Amira Sahar, and Nahir Robles to retain the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship at 9 minutes 45 seconds. Third match of the night, we see Lily La Pescadita do battle with Masha Slamovich, who was accompanied to the ring by Gino Gotts. These two ladies pretty much, I don't know, could we say this match was a show stealer? I had already seen Pescadita in Expect the Unexpected Wrestling, and Masha, of course, was part of TNA for a time, but she did start on the Indies. The crowd really enjoyed this matchup as well. Masha Slamovich defeated Lily La Pescadita at 12 minutes 16 seconds. After the match, the fans were chanting, "Please come back" to Lily, and she and Masha hugged after it was over. Next up was an 8-woman tag team match action, as we saw on one side Alexis Celine, Tyler Bands, and Moxie Monroe. Alexis Celine, Tyler Bands, Moxie Monroe, and Auntie Joe. Together they were Team Carolinas, as they faced Scarlett Meaden, Beetle, not an insect, Angeli Extreme, and Latina Spice Nat Castle, Team New York. These 8 ladies really also kind of really made it a memorable show too. Team New York ended up defeating Team Carolinas at 8 minutes 22 seconds. After the match, two guys in the crowd were hugging each other, basically having a proverbial cream fest over Team New York's victory. And then at that point, they went off to intermission. They had intermission, and most of the ladies were out and about trying to sell their merchandise. The action resumes as we have singles action, as we see Allie Katch do battle with Cosmic. Can't remember too much about this match, but Cosmic defeated Allie Katch at 10 minutes 21 seconds. Up next was a triple threat match, as we saw Calypto versus Ruthie J versus NWA Power's Kylie Alexa. Good match these three ladies had, but that one nut job was, what I told you about earlier, was all over Calypto. But Ruthie J defeated Calypto and Kylie Alexa to pick up the victory at 13 minutes 31 seconds. One thing I forgot to point out, during intermission, Jem, not the cartoon character, she comes out and she was complaining at Joakim Morales about the fact that Brian Baum and Jeremiah Dynamite were able to come out with Aria Rose, but Federated was not allowed to come out with Jem for the main event match with Sammy Chaos later in the night, and Jem said she had something for everyone in the main event. Okay, let's see, as I said, Ruthie J beat Calypto and Kylie Alexa at 13 minutes 31 seconds. Then, in tag team action, we see Emily J and Journey Burke Esquire collectively stunning Law as they did battle with Abby LeVay and Dolly Darko, Trauma Bond. I don't know if that was their team name. But great match these two tag teams of ladies had. Trauma Bond ended up defeating Stunning Law at 7 minutes 35 seconds, and after the match, Amy LeVay did a backflip off the second rope. Of course, when anyone does a backflip off the second rope or the top rope, I can't help but think of the late Owen Hart when he was the Blue Blazer. Yay. Okay, then came the main event as Sammy Chaos challenged Gem for the Icons Championship, which is their version of a women's title. And before the match even started, Federated member Rembrandt and I apologize, I don't know the other man's name. They were standing by the rail, and Gem kissed, I believe that was Rembrandt, before the match. And also, that referee with the orange hair, she, I think at one point before the bell even rang, Chaos tried to charge Gem in the corner, but the referee with the orange hair got caught in the corner, and let's just say, club sandwich, hold the mayo, and the orange-haired female referee, she was done for the night. By the way, referee Steven DeAngelis was in attendance, but he was just watching, didn't watch most of the show. I'm sure he just was there to make sure anything went wrong. Eventually, I think the redheaded referee, she eventually comes out. I think Gem, I don't know if she had a wardrobe malfunction, because when both Gem and Chaos were down on the mat at one point during the match, the redheaded referee, she's helping Gem get her attire back in place. And then eventually, I know Chaos eventually hit Gem with a headbutt. Eventually, Gem brought a chair into the ring, as Sammy was distracted by Rembrandt and the other Federated members. They came out and they were jawing with her. Gem hits Chaos in the back of the chair. The redheaded referee calls for the bell. Sammy Chaos defeated Gem at 10 minutes, 21 seconds by disqualification. Gem still the champion by getting herself disqualified. Chaos was livid at the redheaded referee, gave her a headbutt, and then Steven DeAngelis and a bunch of guys come out and try to prevent Chaos and Gem from continuing to butt heads. Chaos, she ended up beating up the four guys that came out. The female referee had to be helped from the ring. But then Joaquin Morales, who was sitting at a table right by the female commentators, he gets on the mic and he tells Gem, at the anniversary show, here's your opponent for the anniversary show in October. And out comes Masha Slamovich with Gino Gotts. And I don't know if they did come to blows or not, or Masha attacked Rembrandt and the other Federated member. Okay? And eventually Masha had the championship, the Icon championship belt in her hands until it was taken out of her. I don't know if it was Rembrandt or the other dude. And that pretty much ended the show. The show started at 7 p.m. and ended at 9:20 p.m. And it was warm in the building, so I'll think twice about coming to Pugsley Prep Academy for a wrestling show in the summertime. But I'll say the ladies, they all did great. I noticed my buddy Catherine Castro was in the building. During it, for the second half of the show, one dude sitting right next to me had a vape pen, and when he sat down, I could smell, I don't know, it was vape or something else. Let me see. I believe Battle Club Pro wasn't announced. It was announced on their social media. They'll have Woman Crush Wednesday 7, the week of WrestleMania in April of 2027, but no word yet on a location or talent, and obviously not even a date set yet. Okay, from there, as mentioned, Joaquin Morales made the announcement. They will be having Battle Club Pro presents Catalysm, the 10-year anniversary show, 10 years of Battle Club. It's taking place on Sunday, October 11th in Brooklyn. Unfortunately, I work on Sundays right now, and on top of that, I don't do Sunday shows during football season. The NFL return will be in full swing by that point. But already announced for that show, as mentioned, Gem defending the Icons Championship against Masha Slamovich. and based on the poster that's already put on their social media, already announces Jorge Santi, Prince Ahmed, Joseph Sawyer, who was known as Joe Gacy and was part of the Wyatt Six in the WWE, Cosmic, Journey Burke Esquire, I forgot who else is on that flyer. I didn't keep a picture of it. Well, after the show had ended, well, not really after the show ended. It's too bad they couldn't. After the show ended, this gray-haired lady, I don't know if she's like a building supervisor or whatnot. No, she was. As I exited the room, and she pointed it to the side, out the side exit, to go out the door on a side street. Too bad we couldn't have everybody do that, but we didn't have the crowd going through that side door instead of the front door at Pugsley Prep Academy. Well, after the show had ended, I went to eat at Poncho's on Pugsley Avenue, about 2 blocks away from the show. I got a good chicken burrito in there, and then instead of getting back on the 6 train, and because that 6 train running local is such a long journey from where I live to get to that area. Instead, I took the Q44 bus down to Jamaica, Queens, where the J train is at, and took the J train home. Also, Billy Blade from the Hybrid Remix. I didn't see him until like the second half of the show, so I don't know if he had trouble finding the place, or he had or maybe there was troubles with public transportation. I will say, even though, again, this was my first Battle Club show for the first Battle Club show in 8 years for me. It was good to be back. Hope to go to some more Battle Club shows in the future, but again, I'm not coming Sunday, October 11th, the anniversary show in Brooklyn, even though it is a 6 p.m. start, but I work Sundays, and I don't do Sunday shows during football season, so Battle Club Pro, you did great. I hope to go to another Woman Crush Wednesday show in the future, or maybe Battle Club, you can do a full-fledged women's shows on another night, like try a Friday night. I mean, I doubt you would try to do, I don't know if you'd do one on a Saturday or not. I mean, I know almost every promoter and their mothers and their kids want to do a show on a Saturday night. But I know it's tough to draw sometimes. And in fact, it was a Wednesday night, but I know the fans are chatting. Bucket had it, Lily La Pescadita, when she came out for her match. You know, the ladies did great. And again, Battle Club Pro, I hope to be back. By the way, actually, Battle Club Pro, Joaquin Morales, I'll ask right now. Any plans for a December show before the year is out? I sure would like to know the date, if there will be one. I mean, I can understand it's good to run, nothing wrong with running on a Sundays, because, you know, not everybody runs on Sundays. But again, I work Sundays right now, and I don't do Sunday shows during football season. But Joaquin, you know, if you're planning a show for December, please let me know, especially if it's not on a Sunday. But Battle Club, Battle Club, Battle Club. I sure hope to be back. It was good to be back. Hope to be back again.